Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session. Today, for this hour, we're going to talk about planning a vacation. All right, my name is Carissa, and I'm your teacher for this hour. It's great to have you here with me. Okay, let's go ahead and welcome Mauro. Hello, Mauro. How are you doing
Ha-
today?
Hello, Carissa. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine today. Thanks very much for asking.
Well,
Yes.
here in Madrid, it's 9 o'clock p.m. I'm very tired. When I saw in your page, planning a vacation. Oh, it's my class. I want to, I want to participate in my class. I need holidays. I need all.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, good. You came to the
Yeah,
right place.
yeah, it's the right place in the right moment. I think it too. It's a big deal.
Yes, yes, definitely. All right, well, good. Well, thanks for joining us, Mauro. It's
Thank you too.
it's about 3 p.m. where I am, and I decided to have class outside today. I'm actually sitting outside, and it's a nice day.
Yeah, yeah, I see. It's fabulous.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good. Great to have you in class with us today. All right, let's also welcome Victor. Hello, Victor. How are you doing?
Hi, Chris. I'm doing well.
Good.
It's nice view behind you.
Yes, it's awesome, isn't it? I I thought that my students today would like a nice change of scenery. A lot of times you just see a blue background or else the wall. So this is a nice change.
Yes. It's made me a little bit excited because in my country it's almost night.
Oh, okay. Well, good. So this way you can have some more daylight savings time. You can enjoy some of my sunshine.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Great to have you back in
Uh,
class. Uh-huh.
I hope that the morning in my country will be like in your background.
Well, yeah, well, you have to just wait and see, but if it is, then great. Awesome. All right, good. Let's see. Abdullah, hello. Welcome to class. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you, Chris? Yeah,
Doing pretty good. Doing good. So how have you been, Abdullah?
everything great. Actually, I'm attend to business school for my MBA, master
Ah,
degree,
uh-huh.
Edinburgh. It's the name Edinburgh Business School, if you know it.
Okay, no, this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, I take the next step about my education, and
Okay.
and I won't moving on. But what's that? You have good view
Yeah.
background. I'm
Yeah.
coming to join you.
Okay, fine. Come on. I can remember being in lots of different classes, sitting inside a classroom wishing that I was outside. Um, and well, today I just decided to just come outside. I can do
Yeah,
it, and the weather is nice, so hey, why not?
yeah. It seems a great idea.
Ah, good. Yay. So I'm glad you all like it.
Yeah, and first view, I thought that's a picture behind you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess there's not too much wind today. There's not too much wind blowing. You actually have to look very closely at the trees to see them moving.
yeah. I,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Well, good. And that's actually a pretty quiet day today, which is nice. I couldn't do this if I was near a very busy street. That would be very distracting, but
Yeah, right.
hey, little change of scenery never hurt. Especially it actually matches our topic, planning a vacation. So
Yeah, sure.
okay, very good. All right, guys, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's see. Mauro says that he needs a vacation. So, Mauro, tell us, when was your last vacation?
Very hard question. Because I planned my vacation for this year. I I have been in holiday. I I I started my holiday in United Kingdom in August, in the first week of August. But the second week of August, my boss, he's a very slave driver,
Mm.
called me and assigned me a work. Well,
Oh.
I had to work in UK for during my holiday. Well, I
Oh.
spent only week in England for holiday. I visited Oxford, Cambridge, and Edinburgh, or well, the beach. Well, beach. It's the name is the beach, but well, here in Spain we are accustomed to the real beach, and not
Oh.
the northern beach. But well, it was my last holiday. Very
Okay.
strange holiday.
Okay, so see, it was back in August, and so there's actually a name for that. We call that a working vacation. So I'm gonna type that here in the chat box, so that you actually had a working vacation.
Yeah. Well, it's a something that I can do it. Well, it was a work. It was a course there in UK, and I had to give the course. Well, mm, mm, it was a very upset for me. Because, well, you can imagine you are
Yeah.
on holiday. Your mind are thinking is just thinking about bars and clubs and fun and drink and so on. And
Mm-hmm.
what happened? Well, at the moment you have to work. Funny.
What's going on? Yeah, so some people really don't like the idea of a working vacation. The two just don't seem to go hand in hand. All right. Good. Thanks for sharing with us, Mauro. I want to go to Victor. I'm going to ask Victor about that. Victor, when was your last vacation?
No, it was a long time ago. And now I can take only short part of vacation, maybe 3 or 5 days, and I spent this vacation here in my city
Mm-hmm.
with my girlfriend because now I am a little bit busy. I uh, uh, Now I have process of repairing my flat, and I need check everything. Uh,
Uh-huh.
yes, and
So,
I don't have enough time to spend my vacation, for example, abroad, on or um, uh, go, for example, out of city.
okay.
And but I have money, but I don't have enough time for that.
That's frustrating.
Yes,
Oh,
but
no.
the repairing of my flat uh, end very soon. Um, in
Oh,
1 month, yes.
oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. I mean, that's at least doable. Okay, you can see an end to the repair work. Okay.
Yes.
All right, very good. So it sounds like you're also doing a working vacation as well.
Yes, but I I can find I can to find time, for example, in the weekend to go, for example, in the river. Last weekend, we were with my girlfriend on a river, and it was we were on this river alone without any people, and it
Oh.
was like I don't know, like on island.
Ah, that sounds really nice.
Yes, it was pretty sunny day. I hope this winter I will have a lot of time to go in mm, to mountains, and
Uh-huh.
I would like to skiing.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Oh, that sounds nice. You'd like to go skiing.
yes.
Yeah.
Now I prepare equipment for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. That's nice. So it sounds like you have your plan in place for a real vacation.
Yes.
Good. Very good. All right. Okay, so let's I just want to welcome Aka because Aka just joined us. Hi, Aka.
Yes, hello. Yeah, nice location. Are you in the park?
No,
A
I'm
garden?
actually I'm in my backyard.
Oh, wow, nice. Beautiful garden. Yeah.
Thanks. Good. All right. Let's go back to Abdallah. Abdallah, when was your last vacation?
Okay, my last vacation was in Egypt. That since 3 years ago.
Ah.
Yeah, it was scary vacation because I spent it with mummies.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, see something about history. Uh,
Ah, okay. Okay.
yeah, but in this years I don't have opportunity to get nice or good vacation because I spent all of my money in education or some certification or get some courses. But
Okay.
my coming vacation it will be in USA. I will I will go there and find some lawyer there and let him get me a green card. And
Ah.
yeah, and this vacation it will be forever.
Ah, so you're looking for a permanent vacation. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you definitely sound like you have plans. All right, good,
yeah,
good.
big plan.
Big plans. Okay. So, tell me, Abdallah, did you ride a camel when you were visiting the mummies in Egypt?
Yeah, sure. That's the first thing you should do in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to tell
Camels.
you, I've ridden a camel before. I rode a camel in Kenya when I went to Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
How,
was it was
how, how was that?
it was interesting. I was actually out doing some volunteer work, and I usually dress formal for my volunteer work, so I had on a dress, but it
Yeah.
was a straight dress, so I couldn't ride a camel as if, you know,
Sure.
normally, so I had to sit
Definitely.
sideways on the camel, and it was pretty exciting. Actually scary because camels are pretty tall,
Yeah.
and oh, I was pretty high up in the air, and I'm riding. Let's see. So let me show you how I was riding on a camel. So I was this way, riding on a camel this way.
Yeah, it seemed interesting and scary at the same time.
Yes. I thought, well, why am I on a camel? It was pretty interesting. Yes,
But
I could,
good try.
yeah, I could say, once in my life I have ridden a camel before. All right, very good, good. Okay, all right, guys. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see some of the things that I've prepared. So let's go right into our lesson now that we're all warmed up. All right, so a few of you have talked about beaches. I think Victor mentioned mountain. All right, but I want to go back and revisit that. I'd like you to tell me what your preference is. Okay, I've got 4 choices here on the board, and if your preference is not on the board, we can just talk about your preference. Okay, so Eka, how about we start with you? What's your preference for a vacation? Your
Mm,
destination?
mm. I like swimming and I used to do snorkeling, so the beach or the ocean. I'd like to try skin dive. I forgot the word. Skin diving. Uh, skin diving. Scuba diving. Sorry.
Scuba
Scuba diving.
diving. Okay. So
Uh,
so you've never been scuba diving before?
yeah, I used to do snorkeling, but not
Uh,
yeah, scuba diving.
so okay, I
You,
have to ask you, Eka,
mhm.
do you think that scuba diving is a little scary?
Yes, I think so. Actually, the nature is has always has some risk, so we should be
Mm-hmm.
careful about that in the ocean or at beach or yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so maybe I need to do some training beforehand from an
Mm-hmm.
instructor to do scuba
Yeah.
diving.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a requirement that you take some lessons. Well, even if it isn't a requirement, it's, it just makes good sense to do that like you mentioned. For your safety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have Aka the scuba diver. Okay. All
Not
right.
yet.
Okay, the soon to be scuba diver. Let's say it that way.
Okay, thank you. I hope
Okay.
so.
Okay, let's ask Mauro. Mauro, what's your vacation destination of preference?
Well, I have to choose between the four picture that you put in your share screen, isn't it?
You can, or you can tell us a different
Well,
destination.
well, I see right now a road, the third picture that you put in your screen. Well, I'd like to drive, and on and on and on. For example, my dream is driving in the 66th road from East Coast to West Coast in the United States and stop. Well, without planning, no. It's just, I want to visit a site or sightseeing or well, simply sunrise or I don't know. I think the road, the concept of the road is very connected to I am free. I am
Uh-huh.
well. I think it's very complex to find a friend that can share with me this affection, this opportunity, this hobby. Uh, well, but I think it will be a good idea. The road.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you want to take a road trip. All right, very good. So we call that a road trip. That would be awesome. Now, to be honest with you, I've never done that. I've never taken a road trip on Route 66, but that does sound amazing.
Yeah. I think it's a trip, a free trip. You can enjoy with sightseeing. You can enjoy with simply driving your car or your caravan. It's depend on your your financial, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a new experience, no, of holiday, no. This is visiting or visiting site, visiting town, or beach or crasher or and so on. The road, I think it will be a good idea. Well, I'm not. I think next year I will be in Japan for holiday, but my second choice I think would be the road.
Ah, okay. All right. So a road trip. Okay, Abdallah, what do you think about a road trip? Do you think you what do you think about that?
Actually, I would I would not speak especially about road trip, but I believe that the main purpose of the vacation is doing something crazy, something you are not doing in your normal life, like diving with the sharks, or get up of mountain, or anything crazy, you know. You don't determine anything about what you do. You go on vacation to do that things you are not doing in your normal life.
All right. So you want to do something out of the ordinary. Okay. All right. Good. All right. I'm going to ask Wisla. Wisla, what is your preference? Look at the board. I've put 4 choices there, but you can think of another place. What is your preference for a vacation?
Hello. I have two preferences of vacation. In
Okay.
winter, I would like skiing, and in summertime, I would like travel to nature, especially sometimes to town with good restaurant. In the small streets on the end of the town, it's you can there and cover a small interesting things. Hmm, that's it.
Okay. All right. Very good. Good. Let's also hear from Victor. Victor, what's your preference?
Hmm. Uh, Last time I was in mountains, uh, as I mentioned before, and when I prepared for this vacation, I thought that it's not so good. It will be. I thought that it's better to go in sunny country, but then when I we was in when we went to the mountains, and I in the first in my life stayed on ski and ski board, and I like this kind of vacation more than sunny country, and now I would like to go in the mountains in the winter more than in hot country.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and maybe my preference is mountains. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So you want to go to the mountains. All right,
Yes.
guys. All right. Actually, someone mentioned, I think it was Abdallah, you mentioned swimming with sharks. Now, have never swam with sharks. Um, well, snorkel. Let's see. I've never gone scuba diving in shark-infested waters, but when I went to Hawaii one year, I did get in a cage and in an area where there were Galapagos sharks. And, I thought that maybe it would be interesting. Uh, but,
Yeah.
it was, it wasn't a very good idea. Yeah. I, I don't
Look,
know.
look.
Let,
What
let,
I meant here, when you're swimming with the sharks, it's awesome thing when you swim with think may it you when you're swimming.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess maybe what I mean to say is that yeah, when the sharks got close to the cage, they never attacked the cage or anything like that.
Yeah,
But it I realized how big they are, and once I was in that cage, I thought, well, whose bright idea was this? I mean, it just ended up not being a good idea. Nothing happened, but it's one of those things that I really don't have to do again. I don't know. It was it's like, yeah, just been there, done that. I don't want to do that again. Yeah. Okay. You can see that there's a picture here on the screen. Uh, this is something that I would like to do. It's what we call a fall colors vacation. Now, here in the States, in the fall, the leaves turn colors, and maybe in your countries it's the same thing, but the leaves turn beautiful, vibrant colors, and there are certain parts of the United States where it is just amazing. I recently took a trip to New York, and it's not fall here yet, but we were surrounded by mountains on all sides. And I was thinking how awesome it would be to take that trip in the fall and actually see beautiful colors like you see here in this picture. So it's kind of like a theme vacation, but maybe the next time I'm in the States, maybe I'll come around fall time and see something like that. Has anyone here taken a fall colors vacation?
What's mean in fall color?
Okay, well, fall is another name for autumn, and it's one of the 4 seasons that we have here in the United States. So when I say fall colors, it just means that you go to a place in the United States or any place where the leaves change colors in the autumn or the fall. And you know, you might take a road trip, or you might rent a cabin where you are in the mountains and you are just surrounded by beautiful fall colors.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so interesting. Okay, well, good. We're going to move on. So now that our minds are in far away places, let's talk about where we would stay. Where we would stay. So that's called lodging. Okay, so the general term for where you stay on vacation is called lodging. And you don't have to be on vacation. You can also be taking a business trip, and you would also need to seek lodging or find lodging. All right, so we have some pictures here on the board. We've got a hotel, an inn. We also have a bed and breakfast. Some people prefer camping. Some people prefer to sleep in a tent outside. I'd like to hear your preferences, your lodging preferences. All right, Eka, what are your lodging preferences?
Nice cozy hotel. It's not. It doesn't have to be gorgeous, but yeah, nice cozy hotel. Clean, nice cozy hotel.
All right, so a clean, nice, cozy hotel.
Yes.
I like your adjectives there. I want to ask you something else. Well, apparently I didn't get that on there. Okay, no problem. So clean, nice, cozy hotel. All right, let's move on. Let's see, Mauro, what is your lodging preference?
Well, I have to confess that I'm a bloody posh person, and I love a posh hotel, cozy and clean and fashion hotel. Well,
Okay.
I admit, well, that I am a little bit posh person. And
All right. So, let's talk about this word that you're using, posh. So when you tell us about a posh hotel that you stayed in.
well, the last hotel when I stayed in London was the Tower Hill Bridge Hotel. Is a 5-star hotel. It's very nice because in your terrace you can see the river, the Thames. Is at night, for example, with the Tower Bridge illuminated with different light, green or blue. It's a well, it's a very expensive site, but
Ooh.
sometimes it's it's a good idea having a dinner or lunch. Well, it's better a dinner with your friend or with your girlfriend or your mates and so on, your friends.
Mhm.
Well, and have a dinner together and well, with a glass of I don't know, the red wine or well.
Okay. All right. Very good. Good. Good, Melrose. So you've given us a nice description. Well, hey, we are talking about vacation,
Yeah.
and it sounds like your idea of a nice vacation is to stay in a fancy or an elegant or a
Yeah.
posh, a luxurious hotel. Okay. Well, hey,
Yeah.
once you have the means to do it, why not? Why
Well,
not?
I think posh the name posh exists in the United States too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a fashion or fancy side. In England they use fancy side or posh side. Which I think it's the same. No, it's the same
Yeah.
in the
Yep.
United States.
Yes, exactly. So as soon as you say that word, you get a mental image of a luxurious hotel.
Mm.
Okay, good. Thanks for sharing that great vocabulary with us. Good.
Thank you.
Uh,
You are welcome.
Abdallah, let's hear what your lodging preferences are.
Actually, I prefer camping
Okay.
because I still believe you go vacation to do something different about you
Mhm.
doing your regular life.
Mhm.
Because I didn't get out between the walls to go inside another walls in a hotel or another house. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay, so
okay.
you like the great outdoors.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Especially when I be with my friends,
Uh-huh.
I think it will be wonderful idea.
All right. So camping now so tell me a little bit more about that. Now, do you like to sleep in a very nice, a fancy tent, or do you just like a basic tent, or do you prefer a cabin?
Basic. I think the basic things is it's enough, and that's that whether when you be with your friends and they do some plays or some challenge between each other, and the dinner, sure, it will be barbecue. Uh, yeah, something. Still something different. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got our outdoorsmen. All right. Very good. All right. Good. Let's hear from Wisla. Wisla, what are your lodging preferences?
Obviously, the cozy and fancy hotel is always good, but sometimes if I want something to save, the most important for me is that the offer agree with that what I ordered or reserved through internet. That is the most
Okay.
important. That is there is something that surprised me on this place. Sometimes I want to save some money and better eat, for example, at restaurant. It shouldn't be always luxury hotel, but
Mhm.
should be nice and clean. That is the most important.
Okay. All right. So good. So you told us some of your preferences. Excellent. All right. Now, there is one option on here, a bed and breakfast. Okay. Does anyone have a bed and breakfast in the places that you visited or in your country? Do you have bed and breakfasts?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. I think it was Wisla that said yes. So
Yes.
have you ever stayed at a bed and breakfast, Wisla?
Yes, one time I was in Rome. It was a very nice place, I have to say, because it was in the best place at Rome, in old house, in old, very, very old house with small floor, narrow floor, but have, I don't know if it's, that is good word, fancy with style, something like that, but not wealthy. It was very honest. Can
Okay.
I
So
say that?
yeah,
But but
So not maybe not too fancy, but stylish.
yes,
Okay.
very good place in Rome.
Ah, okay, very interesting. All right, and what kind of breakfast did you get there at the bed and breakfast?
I think it is typical European breakfast. It's bread, butter, something, some meat, cheese, mm, I, I, uh, coffee, tea, something like that.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, has anyone else stayed at a bed and breakfast before?
Is it only available in Britain or some of the other countries?
Well, it's available in other countries, in the United States as well, in Canada. I know they have bed and breakfast. I think also in Costa Rica. If I live in Costa Rica, I've seen bed and breakfast before.
Like small hotel with breakfast?
Yes, it does tend to be very small, and as Wieslaw described, they tend to make a bed and breakfast out of homes, out of old homes.
Uh-huh. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I've stayed there, but a different style. Yeah, but a small, house-like inn. Yeah,
Okay.
with breakfast. Yes.
Ah, nice. Okay. Now, Eka, you're from Japan, is that
Oh,
right?
yes. Right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what is a typical breakfast in Japan?
Nowadays, toast, and I'm eating fruit granola, and fruit granola is getting popular actually here because it's easy to eat and it has and with yogurt, drinking liquid yogurt. But
Mm.
traditionally, maybe rice, miso soup, soybean paste soup, and seaweed, and some maybe fish. That's a traditional style.
Okay.
Mm.
That
Wow.
that's breakfast. Rice in the
Mm,
breakfast.
yes. So rice is a bit heavy for me to as a breakfast. So I nowadays I'm eating cereal. I mean fruit granola type cereal and liquid yogurt and but banana. Yeah, that's my breakfast.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at the different countries where rice is served for breakfast. Where I live in Costa Rica, they serve a dish called, and actually it's a typical dish called gallo pinto, and it's rice and beans. Okay, usually whatever beans you have made, and you put onions and peppers and cilantro and maybe a little bit of salsa lisano, and you mix it all together, and you make eggs with it. You may have some type of sausage or some type of white cheese and coffee. So yeah, here in the States, for me, typically we don't eat rice for breakfast unless you're eating leftovers. We tend to have cereals, breads, pastries, fruits, that type of thing. Yeah. Okay, very good. All right, well, let's go ahead. We're going to keep going with our planning. Oops, not that one. Sorry. Okay, all right, so let's talk about how you actually do the planning for your vacation. All right, so my question is, how do you plan your vacation? And here are your choices. I do it myself. My spouse does the planning. I use a travel agent, or I don't make plans. I just go. All right, now those are your choices. You can add a choice if you don't see what you do here on the board. All right, Abdallah, how about I start with you? How do you plan your vacation?
Actually, I do it with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I make the budget of the cost of vacation, and depend on that, I decide where I will go. If I have small budget, that's mean I will go to close countries or close city.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
if I have big budget, that's mean I will go in other maybe Europe or Canada or something very far on me. Uh, and actually, I will not go to myself. I will be with my friends or my girlfriends or my family. It is not my on this decide. I think there is other people will sharing that with me.
Okay, so you don't like to go alone.
Of course, sure. Host can get fun with himself. I think it's difficult.
Okay, all right. So you don't like to travel alone. Now some people do. Some people just they pick up and they go by themselves and they have a great time. Other people love to travel with friends or family. Yep. All
Yeah.
right, good. Uh-huh.
I think it's more fun when you go with other people. That people you are love or
Mhm.
you like,
Mhm.
whatever it is, your girlfriend or friends, family.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it should someone you like it,
All right.
or
Very.
you can understand him and you can with same mood.
Yeah, it is fun. I like taking vacations with friends and family. I think it's fun. Yeah. Although, I can travel by myself as well, but yeah, I think it's more fun with others. Yeah, I think I'll agree with you there. Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, Mauro, how do you plan your vacation?
Well, I do it myself. Well, firstly, I choose the town or the site or the country.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, I choose my flight.
Okay.
I prefer traveling by airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know why, but it's simply an option. Well, and later I rent a car, or I can move inside the country. It depends. But firstly, is I want to visit. I would like to visit. I don't know, Austria, and I firstly I find out for a flight, an hotel, and later it's depend on my interest in museum or disco or drinking and so on, music or concert or gig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I love live music. Sometimes when I travel, I finding out for live music. I I enjoy live music. It's a good idea when you have your drink and good music. Um,
Ah, okay. Good. So we've actually heard two different styles of planning for a vacation. Okay, so Adala told us that first he looks at his budget, and depending upon the size of his budget, then he decides if he's going to a country or a town nearby, or if he's going to a country that's a bit further away. Okay, then Mauro told us that he just decides where he wants to go, and then he
Yeah, yeah,
makes his
yeah.
plans from
Well,
that.
well, I don't want to say that I am a rich person. No, I am very normal person that work every day. I am not the son of the Queen of England. Well, but it's depend on my budget. My budget. Instead, for example, instead remain in hotel for 10 days. I remain for 5 days or 4 days, and I think when I go out for holidays, I think well, um, it's a change of point of view, no? It's just another view.
Mhm.
Ah, well, instead the spend instead 2,000 pounds. Well, you can save money, remain the same time for less days, for example.
Okay, right. So if you can find a way to go to the place that you want to go. So you may not be able to stay in the, the 5-star hotel, or maybe you can stay there 1 or 2 nights. You might choose a 3-star or 4-star hotel, and then you have more money for your vacation. Okay. All right, good. All right, let's hear how Wisla plans his vacation. How do you plan your vacation, Wisla?
I usually plan my vacation myself, but I always go with my family. The most important that is the place where where I will live. The hotel or the other place, it should be cozy and clean, and in a good place for to travel around. I always look for something like sport, because I like sport on the vacation, and ride on bicycle or make windsurfing. And in winter, obviously, the most important is good mountain. And that's
Okay.
all. And sometimes in summer, I would like see some old buildings, how we call this, castle, for example, but not too much. Only 1, 2, 3 days, and less, and other time I would like spend in nature.
Okay. So you said when you're planning your vacation, do you usually like to plan your vacation for you alone, or do you like to travel with others?
No, not alone. I travel with my family, but I do that.
Oh, okay.
I prepare the vacation.
Okay. So do you have like a family meeting to discuss what everybody would like to do, and then you plan, or do you just decide where to go?
Not so precise meeting, but some speakings. I speak about where we can go next time, for example, and I do that in half on 1 year earlier, not too quickly, that I have time choose the good place.
Ah, so okay, so you do your planning well in advance. Have you ever planned a last-minute vacation?
Yes, and but always is the most important is the place where we will at night, hotel on the other place, and the other things should be choose on the place what we want to do. But always behind in my head, I have some proposals for my family. What
Okay.
interesting could be in this place.
Okay, good. So you take your family into consideration when you're planning for your vacation. Good. All right, good. Thanks for sharing with us. Okay, we need to hear from Eka. Eka, how do you plan your vacation?
Mhm. Yeah, maybe for the long time travel, I prefer to do it myself, because planning the vacation is also fun. And but for the short vacation, I don't make plans. I just go whatever I
Okay.
want. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's also fun. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
All right,
So
so,
what?
uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah. So one time I went to Osaka to see Mick Jagger's concert,
Oh,
and
really? How was
actually
that?
without ticket.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, actually without ticket, because it was the first time uh, to visit Japan. So after the Rolling Stone came to Japan several times, but at that time Keith couldn't enter Japan because for his drug problem. So Mick Jagger came here the first time to the solo performer.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was a rare chance. So I definitely want to see that, but ticket was sold out very quickly. So I went there, and I intend to buy ticket ticket broker, but luckily today's ticket was available amazingly. if I approach the concert venue.
Mm-hmm.
It's the seat location is back side of the stage and right beside the stage. So usually that seat are not available because of the visual.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe for the people's demand, that seat was released. So, but that seat is very close to the stage actually. So I could see the concert in the very close to the stage. So kind of that's the kind of
Okay.
mm, uh, kind of a little bit small adventure to Osaka.
Yes. So we have our adventurous soul here. Ika is our adventurous guy. That sounds good. So how was the concert?
Totally excited. But actually, the second day, I thought at Friday's concert, Saturday's concert. But Saturday's concert was canceled because of high heel fever of Mick Jagger. So
Oh,
he became the stage with gown and he apologized to the audience.
he came out in
Kind
his
of
robe.
rare scene,
Oh,
actually.
I'm
Mick
sure.
gown, yeah, I saw the Mick
You,
Jagger with gown.
you were waiting for Mick Jagger's moves, his dance moves, and he came out in a bathrobe.
Yeah, kind
Okay. Wow, yeah, poor thing. He must have felt pretty bad that
of.
day.
But anyway, the concert, he could do the concert next Saturday. I
Oh,
barely saw it. So I stayed at Osaka area 1 week actually for the
okay.
concert. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. So you stayed a week for the wow, Ika. That does sound pretty adventurous. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was fun, yeah. Fun experience.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Great. Great. All right, guys. I want to show you one more slide. We actually won't have time to do this activity, but maybe this is something that you can do on your own if you find the time. Okay. In thinking about planning your vacation, now you've told me your different planning styles. All right. So this was the activity that I had in mind, was to think of a realistic vacation budget. All right. So think of the vacations that you like to take and what you think. We can do like an average cost of what it might take to actually enjoy that vacation. All right. The idea was to take a few minutes and actually design a vacation package within your budget. Okay, so of course the internet would be your resource, and then you can just tell us about that vacation. Now, since we won't have time for you to spend 10 minutes coming up with that vacation, I'd like you to just do it off the top of your head. All right, so think about it just briefly. Now, this could be one of those last-minute vacations that you come up with. All right, good. Wisla, I'm going to start with you. Just maybe take 1 minute and think about this. So what do you think would be a realistic budget for your family? And tell us a fantastic vacation package. And let's just pretend that you do have the money in your hand or in your bank account. What things would you do? Think of just a quick vacation that you'd like to take.
Sorry, you speak to me?
Yes.
Okay. Think of realistic budget. Take 10.
Now, obviously, we won't have 10 minutes to take, but just off the top of your head, why don't I give you a minute to think about it? Just think about it for a second. I'm going to ask Mauro first, and then I'll come back to you, Wisla, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Mauro.
Well, I think my realistic vacation budget now is I'm planning right now. I'm planning my vacation for next September. Well, the site is Japan, and I finding out a flight. I think I can spend 1,300 euros for Nagoya. It's a north. I think it's in the north of Japan, or 1,000 and 400 more or less for Tokyo Narita, and later it's a very short holiday, 1 week, only 1 week. The hotel is located in the city center, is the Ginza, and is an American chain, an American group, is a Crown. Well, I think the hotel 1,200 more or less. This is
Okay.
my, well, I think 300 euros more or less for traveling and staying in Japan, and later I don't know if I have to rent a car, or I buy a pass trail. It's a card for traveling all around Japan by train, or I don't know at the moment. Well, I know exactly the flight from Rome to Tokyo, because it's a direct connection, and I know the hotel that is. Well, I don't know if I traveling around Japan by train or by car. Well, later I decide. It's not
Okay.
important at the moment.
Okay. Good, good. So it's good that you came up with just a quick outline. Okay, so basically you have to come up with your transportation, your lodging, food, maybe some money for gifts, and maybe for sightseeing as well. So good. So it's good that you're thinking about some of those things to make your plan. Well, we won't have time for everybody to talk about what they would do, but this could be a fun activity that you do on your own. And in this way, it'll give you a chance to do some research. It'll give you a chance to do some writing, and maybe in a future class, then you can share it with me. All right, everybody. It looks like we are actually all out of time, unfortunately. But it was a pleasure to have all of you in class with me, or outside in class with me. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon in a future class. Thanks a lot, and have a great day, everybody, or a great evening. I think for some of you, it's nighttime.
Thank you very
Bye,
much.
everybody.
Teacher, it was
Bye,
a
teacher.
wonderful
Bye,
Thank you.
experience.
everybody.
You. Bye.
Have a good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Glad you
Bye.
enjoyed it. Bye-bye, everybody.